Hey everybody, Dr. Liz Rios here, and I am coming to you because I want you, if you're a woman of faith, if you are a woman of faith watching this right now, I want you to consider joining the program that I direct called Púlpito Fellows. And let me tell you why. I know you may be thinking, is this the right time to even get involved in social media, to put myself out there in social media, especially with all the craziness that's going on in the world. You know, you probably, like me, are seeing all the division, all the noise, and you're probably thinking, why add my voice to all this chaos? I know that that's something that I've been hearing from some people. But I want you to consider that this may be the most opportune time to actually step up and use social media intentionally to share from the gospel from a justice-oriented lens, speak the truth where people are desperately searching for it, and to offer some joy where people are not seeing that, because we are all watching everything blow up all over in social media and in our news sources. So maybe this is the time, I personally believe, that women, especially because this particular cohort that we are launching in March is for women. I do believe that this is the time for some of you to step out intentionally. The Púlpito Fellows Cohort 3 is all about equipping you to use your voice boldly and unapologetically in this digital age. And this space is for Latina women who feel called to share the gospel in various different ways. God may be calling you to do it differently. We are not telling you how to do it. We're telling you just to do it. And whether it's preaching, teaching, writing, podcasting, whatever content creation that you may already be doing or that you hope to do, your voice is needed now more than ever. Let's look at the Bible. Women have always been key messengers in God's story. We know about Miriam. She led the people of Israel in worship and prophecy. Deborah, who was a prophetess and judge, who led her people with wisdom and courage. Mary Magdalene, who was the first to proclaim the resurrection. So if God entrusted women with messages that change history, why would we think that He's not calling us to speak in this time and in this age? Some of our Latina theologians have also paved the way for many of us, boldly speaking about faith and justice and the role of women in the church. For instance, Ada Maria Isasi Diaz, she taught us about Mujerista theology, reminding us that our faith is deeply tied to the lived experiences as Latinas that we face every day, and that our voices are vital to shaping the theological conversation. Or one of our faculty members last year was Elizabeth Conde Frazier, and she emphasizes in her writing that theology must be practical and serve the people, particularly those on the margins. And then there's Nancy Pineda Madrid. She challenges the church to respond to injustice. She really believes that theology must confront real-world suffering. So these are the things that you can be confronting and dealing with and sharing with people on your social media platforms. These theologians remind us that women are not just helpers in the faith. They are bearers of God's wisdom and justice and truth. So, hermana, if you're watching, if you feel the nudge in your spirit, if you know that you've been sitting on a message, a vision, a calling, maybe it's time that you step up and get into it. The Púlpito Fellows Cohort 3 is here to equip you, to give you a community of other sisters, and help you to step confidently into digital ministry with a justice-centered voice. And applications are open now. I'm going to be putting the information where you see this video. I'll be putting a link so that you can apply to our program. And just remember, your voice matters, your presence matters. The world needs your wisdom, your insight, and tu fuego. Let's step up forward together. I'm hoping that you will be interested. I am available if you have questions. But our program now entering its second year, we're looking for 20 women for this particular cohort. We have about 5 spaces left, and we are hoping that you would consider joining us. It's a great sisterhood, and we believe that this is the time when people have to step up, not shrink back, but actually step out into what God is calling them to do. So if you're a woman of faith, if you're Latina, if you care about justice, if you're seeing the suffering in the world and you believe that you have something to say, if you believe that you have an inspirational message, if you believe you can bring information to these internet streets, then I welcome you to apply to Púlpito Fellows. I look forward to seeing you in the next cohort. God bless you.